Howdy and welcome. You are listening to A Mom's Guide to Wine, a guided wine tasting with candid reflections on motherhood. Here we spill the tea, but never the wine. We are your hosts, Eliza James
and Rosie Gold.
And we are so glad you joined us for today's tasting adventure.
Full disclosure, for those with little ears around, 90% of our topics and language will be more on the R rating scale. Also, we are not professionals nor experts. We are simply sharing our experiences and including some Google searches for support. We are amateur wine enthusiasts and professional moms. That is our skill set.
But first, the wine. Today's wine is Fior de Loto. So I apologize, we're taking it out of the ice. So it's sparkling Moscato today. I've not had a sparkling Moscato before. So this is a first for me. I love sparkling wines. I love Moscato. So you would think that that would be more familiar territory. And for whatever reason, it's not. So
my favorite colors are blues and yellows and golds. And so I'm all about this bottle.
Right. It's so pretty. So the Fior di Sole is the name of the winery that makes it. And it's the Fior de Loto Sparkling Moscato. It's based out of Napa, California, because we're taking this season. Our wines are coming from California. I don't know what else to do for California. I'm sorry, people.
She just also made really awkward eye contact with you.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to say. And so it got weird, and I apologize. So, fun fact, the Fior di Loto stands for lotus flower, which explains all the lotus flowers all on their label.
I wasn't sure what those flowers were, but they're very pretty.
They're very pretty. And it's a delicate lotus flower.
These look more like the obvious lotus at the top.
Oh, yeah. Those are much more than these drawn ones on the bottle, the label, but that's cool. But it has to do with they only blossom for a short time, making its beauty both remarkable and ephemeral. Ephemeral? Ephemeral. We're going with ephemeral.
Okay.
I didn't Google that word. We're going to go with ephemeral.
Ephemeral.
Ephemeral, right?
I don't know.
I think it sounds good. So, they say that we craft our sparkling Moscato using the traditional Italian method, resulting in a wine that is best enjoyed fresh with delicate aromas of flavor of citrus blossom, honeysuckle, and pear. So, we know what to look for flavors.
You got me at honeysuckle.
They say our wine is mindfully crafted to be enjoyed in the moment, because why wait to find happiness? So, in other words, we better drink this wine fast because it's not going to last more than a day.
Oh.
I mean, is that not how you read that?
Well, that won't last me. I need the time.
I know, it'll take you a week to drink it if we're lucky.
Yeah.
Fior de Sole, the wine company, the winery name means flower of the sun. It's family-owned and operated wine company located in the heart of Napa Valley. They produce exceptionally quality wines from Napa throughout California. They're dedicated to producing a diverse portfolio of quality wine brands while providing simplicity, authenticity, thank you, exclusivity.
Man, they fancy.
To all our loyal clients and retail partners. So
there's a lot of ease.
There's a lot. But if you Google this winery, they have 20 different labels under their name. So looking up this wine, which we purchased at Total Wine, by the way, to look up just this wine was ridiculously hard.
Mm-hmm.
So once I figured out who made it, it wasn't so hard, but it's because they have 20 labels under their one name.
Mm.
So, FYI.
Well, they have very good marketing. Because the label's gorgeous.
And that's how we picked it. We were walking around, we're like,
flowers.
Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. It's blue and it's gold and it's pretty.
Pink and...
So, I'm imagining it's going to be a pop top because of how it is packaged. It's got a gold label on top for your wrapping. Y'all know how I feel about this gold foil bullshit. The alcohol content is 9.8% by volume. 750 milliliter bottle. It's not that high in alcohol content. Oh my god.
I might not know that much about alcohol, but...
So the label reads, our sparkling Moscato is crafted in the true Italian style, offering the pure delicate layers of citrus blossom, honeysuckle, and pear. Just as the lotus rises from the water into full bloom, our frizzante will lift your spirits.
Oh,
And I'm
My soul
assuming
is
that's
lifting already.
I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced because again, I did not look up
Pull my
pronunciation.
petals back.
All right then. On that note, let's open this bitch. So
How do
I
rip
open it?
Rip it at the little holes.
Oh, here it is. Look, they have a little like. Sorry if it's loud in the mic, guys. I'm trying to not bump the mic, but at the same time, I want you to experience it with us. And this bitch ain't opening. I should have pre-opened it. That's what I should have done. Movie magic, right?
It's called the full experience.
Okay, here we go. Look, I got it open. Well, you can't see it, but Rosie, I got it open. All right.
Don't pop me in the face.
I got a rag. So, the trick to opening these champagne-style bottles is A, you don't shake them. And B, you always have a rag over the top of the cork.
So you don't smack Rosie in the face.
Right. I've had a friend that actually shot his wife from across the room. It was pretty impressive because it had to bounce off of several objects before it even hit her in the face. It was cool. So, all right. I got the wire off. Sorry, this one's taking a little bit, guys. I do apologize. Ah, there it goes. All right. So here comes the cork. And I'm just going to gently twist the cork with the rag on top so that it does not pop anybody in the face.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, look, it's smoking. You can hear the bubbles.
How cute.
All right.
Let me pour you a taste.
Pour me a taste. So, get that set up. We did bring ourselves a charcuterie board today because we thought we were going to be fancy. And like, season 1, let's treat ourselves, right? Listen to those bubbles. You hear that? It doesn't have much of an odor or a scent. I don't know how you pronounce that one.
I don't know why I'm sniffing the bottle instead of the glass.
Put it back. Let's put it back in the ice. I'm going to set it in the ice while we talk. So if you hear crinkling in the background, it's probably ice. But we brought us some fruit and some cheese and some crackers.
Oh, it smells like berries.
Well, I hope so. I mean, they said pear,
I smell that honey.
I'm hoping for pear and citrus. It does smell like pear. That's exactly what
it does smell like a lot of pear.
Congratulations. That one's good. And so what do you think?
Very, very bubbly.
Yeah, I agree.
Also very subtle.
It's not overpowering in flavor. Ooh, the honeysuckle hits you at the end. Mm-hmm. Like it hits the back of your tongue as you're like, oh, that's pretty good. And then it hits you and you're like, oh no, that's even better. Okay, I
like the residue.
I like this.
That's not a right word term.
It's
residue.
Probably not. Mouthfeel maybe?
Maybe. I don't know, because my mouth feels...
Longevity.
feels the bubbles still on my tongue. And I have not swallowed another sip in a while.
Well, did you want to try the berries or something with it?
Sure.
Okay, so
Make it sweeter.
I got mozzarella cheese, and I got some strawberries, and I got watermelons, and I got cantaloupe. I don't know. It's just what's in season right now. There's not much in season right now.
This cantaloupe is amazing.
Is it? Oh, good. My son told me, it's yucky. So, glad somebody enjoyed it.
Rude.
I know. He told me at first, he goes, oh, I like lopes. And I said, you do? And then he took a bite and goes, oh, it's yuck. Well, thanks, dude.
Last night, my child refused to eat any of the things we prepared. And so I wasn't allowing him to do anything until he tried something. And then my husband finished his meal like a good boy. And then he started popping popcorn. So then everything was out the window because all we were going to do was eat popcorn.
Oh, yeah, because it's done.
We could not accept any other food except for the popcorn. So then I was over and I was like, okay, well, I guess you're eating popcorn tonight for dinner.
Well, the strawberries and the mozzarella cheese goes really good with it.
Cantaloupe's amazing. Might be just because I like the cantaloupe.
Maybe. I don't know. It pairs really well. So, I'm going to recommend all fruit with this wine.
So bubbly.
It would probably be really good in a juice, like orange juice, like type deal, you know?
Okay.
Like you could make like
Mimosa?
mimosas out of it, sure. You could even use watermelon juice in it.
How do you make mimosa? Is it wine? Oh.
Usually, yeah. It's a sparkling wine.
I know there's orange juice in it.
And orange juice usually is the most common one. But you can use any juice. I found that out in Vegas. Watermelon juice.
I went to Vegas to an amazing event. And it was bottomless mimosas at a drag show. And so it was absolutely, like, amazing, but very, very cheap wine. And they said it's to get you hammered, not for you to savor.
I understand.
But it still tasted great, so I don't know what they were talking about.
You're like, I have no complaints. I'm not sure what anybody was complaining about. Yeah, I can imagine in Vegas everything is made to be cheap, so you're hammered. That way you spend more money.
Exactly.
Yeah, so welcome for our Season 2, Episode 1. Today, well, I guess for whole of Season 2, we are bringing it back. Like back it up. Back it up. You have to imagine
Some of us
dancing.
got that baby booty.
I can't help it. I've always had a big booty. Okay? Episode topic, post-baby body. That's today. So if you were here for post-baby body, congratulations. If you were not, tune in next time. I don't know. You can listen to our previous episodes. They're pretty
Bring
cool.
it back.
But we're bringing it back. So.
Now I'm just eating cheese.
Drink the wine,
I'm forgetting to drink the wine.
Do both. We have all the things. So you'll hear us eating and drinking, and I semi-apologize for that. But it pairs really nicely. Like, this is a really delicious and light-flavored wine. So, important thing to know right after you have a baby is that you will look and feel like a deflated balloon.
Your stomach essentially has a balloon inside of it that you just vacated.
Mm-hmm. So, if you've ever blown up the balloon and you let it fly away and you go pick it up and it's really sad and wrinkly, that's what you're going to look like. I don't know how else to put it. There's no delicate way to say that because you need to understand that that's what you're going to look and feel like.
After I had birth, my sister took photos and things, and I was confused. Very much so after birth. So I don't really remember a whole lot. But when they wheeled me into the room, it was relatively quickly after I gave birth. And the photos of me look amazing.
Oh.
And she just took them with her phone.
Oh.
And so there's people taking photos of me. I didn't even know they were there. But I was luminescent and things. And I was like, this must be what they talk about, like that pregnancy glow. Because I don't remember having a pregnancy glow until I actually had the baby.
No, because there's no such. I don't believe there's such a thing. But maybe some people do. But
yeah,
I don't. I didn't look good in any of my pictures.
I looked amazing after, and I actually lost my entire belly. So sometimes you'll be. I say majority of the time, you still have the pregnant belly look to you after you have the baby, and so you'll feel all deflated, but there'll still be this big old pregnancy belly. For me, my belly was gone instantly. And I'm not a small person. I feel like the only time I've ever seen that was with people who are rail thin. I am large XL sizes. I am a very above average human. But I literally lost my belly like that.
Well, I'm jealous.
It was just gone.
I did not. And mine was bruised and angry the last time I had a child. So mine took several weeks to disappear, so I didn't look like I was 2 weeks pregnant or 2 months pregnant, or whatever it is, where you start showing is what I look like. I look like very early on in my pregnancy. And so none of your clothes fit, right?
And your belly will tend to hang a little lower.
Yeah.
So your pants are going to be the most affected.
And it just nothing fits right. And that's normal. All right. What Rosie described is an abnormal based on my research.
It's so weird.
So, bless this
But my
bitch.
whole family was you look so odd. It's just, there's just no baby anymore.
That's it. He was gone. He's here. Why do you don't have to have any remnants. He is here.
Now, granted, I'm not a small person, so it's not like I got abs after having a baby. That's not a thing. I never had abs.
That's not a thing. You will not have abs directly after having a baby. Just, we're going to put that out there. But you do need to take care of yourself after having a baby. So self-care, ice and diapers to make ice packs. They did that for me at the hospital. So I loved it when I came home and my husband knew how to do that. You just take the end of